One of the greatest mistakes we make in life is doubting our own worth. We look at others and think, they are so talented, so lucky, so perfect, and I'm not. But what we forget is that life is not a race against anyone else. A sunflower doesn't bloom in winter, and a snowflake doesn't fall in summer. Yet both are beautiful in their own time. In this world, you are not meant to be a copy of someone else. You are meant to shine in your own way. That's why today's story is for anyone who has ever felt, I'm not enough. Listen carefully, because sometimes just one story can change the way you see yourself forever. In a quiet coastal town lived a young girl named Mia. She loved painting more than anything else, but she often felt her art wasn't good enough. Whenever she saw her friend Alex playing the guitar beautifully, she thought, I wish I was as talented as him. When she visited her cousin Lily, who was an amazing swimmer, she thought, why can't I be like her? The more she compared, the less she painted, and the less she painted, the sadder she became. One afternoon, Mia was sitting near the beach, sketching half-heartedly. An old woman named Mrs. Harper, known in town for her wisdom, sat beside her. What's wrong, dear? Mrs. Harper asked. Mia sighed. I love art, but when I see others doing so well in their own talents, I feel like I'll never be as good as them. Mrs. Harper looked out at the sea and said, Do you see those seagulls flying over the waves? Yes, Mia replied. And do you see those seashells on the shore? Yes. Now imagine if the seashell tried to fly like the seagull. It would break apart in the wind. And if the seagull tried to stay on the sand like the seashell, it would lose the joy of the sky. Each one is beautiful because it is being exactly what it was meant to be. Mia stayed quiet, letting the words sink in. Mrs. Harper continued, Your art is your wings. If you keep looking at someone else's path, you will forget to fly on your own. From that day, Mia stopped comparing her brushstrokes to guitars or swimming medals. She painted every day, pouring her heart into her colors. Years later, her art was displayed in galleries, and tourists from around the world visited her little studio by the sea. One day, a young boy, no older than 10, entered her studio with wide eyes. He looked at the paintings and then asked, Are you the artist? Yes, I am, Mia replied with a smile. You're the one who painted this picture, right? It's amazing. I love art, too. Mia's eyes twinkled. Well, if you love art, you should start your own gallery someday, the boy said. But I don't have anyone in my family who paints or sculpts or plays an instrument like some other kids. I'm not talented. He looked down at his feet. You are talented, Mia said firmly. It's just that you haven't found your thing yet. But once you do, you must pour your whole heart into it. Otherwise, like the seashell that tries to be a seagull, you will break apart. The boy's eyes widened again, and this time they glistened with determination. He thanked Mia for her advice and ran out of the shop to go home. Mia watched him leave and thought, I hope he finds his seashell, his place where he can truly shine. As the years passed, people came and went, but Mia remained by the sea, painting every day. Her life wasn't always easy. There were days when the colors seemed dull, the canvas blank, and the wind echoed with the song of comparison. But then she would look at her collection of shells and stones, each one unique, each one beautiful, and she would remember the words, each one is beautiful because it is being exactly what it was meant to be. She had found her seashell, her place to shine, and she knew that if she kept polishing her gift, one day the whole world would come to her little studio by the sea to marvel at the art of Mia, the girl who refused to be a seagull.